This is Love, Sex, and Society with Bridget and Don. Please like, subscribe, and share.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Love, Sex, and Society with Bridget and Don. Um, I know I say this every show, but I really mean it every show. Y'all really want to stay through to the end. This is going to be a good show. This is going to be a very hot topic. How you feeling, Bridget? You good?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, but
I
yeah,
like that hat.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be one of them shows that yeah, some people gonna like, some people not gonna like, some people gonna share it, some people not gonna share it, some people not gonna like us at the end of this show. And if you don't like us, that means we talking about you. Um so we gonna jump right in. I was trying to kill some of my Wi-Fi because Comcast is messing up. All right, so we're gonna open up with this. A lot of people make a choice to try to prove themselves to other people instead of improving on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've talked about this in one way or another, throughout the shows. So, and you're a people pleaser,
Mm-hmm.
like
No,
you
I'm
like
a
to.
formerly people pleaser. Don't call me
There we
no damn
go.
people pleaser.
Former people pleaser. Now she said, "Fuck y'all."
Period.
So, how did you get from that place of being a people pleaser? Because I used to be a people pleaser as well.
Mm-hmm.
To be into a place where you're like, you know what? I just have to make sure that I'm good and I'm better.
Um. So I feel like it's kind of like it's only so much that one person can take, and then like it's like when someone's at their breaking point. Um. And so I think it was like the moment where I was just giving so much to everyone else and I was depleting myself. And then I was starting to really like resent those people, you know. And, it was almost like I would like do stuff even though I didn't want to do it and be mad at those people. But it's like I had the option to say no, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was the thing for that. It was like realizing like, you got to figure out why you don't have boundaries. And yeah, so it took for me to, because I feel like people can tell you all day long. I feel like people can say, stop over giving, say no to people. But I think it's like something in your mind that is like you feel like that's how you earn people's love. And like, I don't want to disappoint nobody and let someone down. But it was definitely like therapy, and I started to read a book on boundaries. I did not finish, but it was like I caught it in the beginning, like really what it was about. And I also like really looking that it really stemmed from like trauma, like from childhood. And
Hmm.
yeah, I was tired of being everything to everybody and nothing to myself. And also realizing that like a lot of the people that I was pleasing wouldn't spit on me if I was on fire. And I'm not a person that really needs, because I'm very prideful, so I don't like asking nobody for nothing. But it's like if it was a time that I needed people, that was another thing too. Like times that I actually needed someone, I noticed that like, damn, like all the people that I bent over backwards a million times, like didn't give a fuck. So even though I feel like I'm a selfless person, I'm like, it's not that I had to change who I am, but who I am that too, like be selfish to people who are selfish themselves and wouldn't do nothing for you. And then if I do want to do something, do it out of when it's on my heart, not when someone wants me to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about you?
So it's kind of the same thing. I used to really be big on I just want you to be cool with me. So if I prove that I'm a good friend, you'll be cool with me. Like you'll see me as a good, you know what I'm saying, a good person, a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
And it took a situation that caused me to say, you know what? I'm not doing that shit no more. I was trying to be a really good friend. Um, one of my boys and his girl, they were on the outs. And he confided in me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, what's going on? And I tried to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really cares about you. Like, he really wants to be with you. And somehow or another, even though he told me the situation, he knew why I was talking to her. He let other people get in his ear and thought I was trying to get with his girl. And me and him got into a physical altercation.
Damn.
And I was only there because you wanted me to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't insert myself in anybody's relationship like that. So, needless to say, after that, we made up, we became cool, you know what I'm saying, after that. But I'm like, never again will I try to show somebody that I'm a good friend. Either you're gonna believe I'm a good friend or not.
Yeah. I really think where people pleasing comes from, I feel like you when people please, I feel like it's they give the love to people that they low key wish they received.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I just feel like I really treat people the way I want to be treated, you know. But then it's like that's the other part of like coming to realize I'm fed up of being a people pleaser is that you realize like everybody is not gonna love the way that you love, you know, and it's
Right.
almost like you can't be mad at it, but you don't have to tolerate it, you know. But you can't expect like you from someone else, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, but I
And we
think
do
that
that.
yeah.
We really do that. So we say, okay, I'm a good person. I'm gonna treat you good. So I expect in return you
Mm-hmm.
treat me the identical way. But like you said, it doesn't happen. And it once you reach that breaking point of it not happening, then you're like, fuck it. Like I don't care how people feel about me.
Right.
But it takes that breaking point to get there.
Yeah. And I feel like you don't want to. Cause in a sense, it's like it's not fair. It's not fair. Well, even it's not fair because it's like low key you're resenting that person, and some of them people, if you would have just said no, they would have been still like, that's fine. I love you, but low key, like you resent them. You feel like they just using you. They not really your friend because they not loving you the way that you love them. But it's like everybody is not going to love you the way that you love, you know, and that's honestly
Mm-hmm.
not fair. It's either like you accept how that person chooses to love, um, and set a boundary within yourself. Because, you know, if you tell them no and they're like, okay, like it's completely fine, then that show you like it was never that they was trying to get over on you, you know, it's just they look at you like, I know you always there for me, even though on the back end you looking at it like you ain't there for me the way that I'm there for you. So why would you expect me to keep being there for you, you know, the way
Right.
that you're not there for me? Um, but I don't think it's fair because it's like low key you resent them. You look at them like they're not really your friend. But I feel like what really determines that is if they're still like when you tell someone no, when you finally tell someone no, they're okay with that and their actions don't change towards you. And I feel like if they do, then that's how you determine like, oh, okay, like this person literally just love what they can, you know, the benefits they can reap from me, you know. Um, but to your topic, so you were saying like people, what it looks like to people is, you were saying like, what you
So
saying? What's your topic?
so basically we spend more time trying to prove ourselves to people than we spend trying to improve ourselves.
Okay.
So like for example, like you and I have both done the therapy thing. You know what I'm saying? We did that not for the sake of other people, but for the sake of making ourselves better.
Mm-hmm.
And I think more people need to do that than trying to prove to anybody on this planet who you really are. So, but I think we missed the ticket when we sit there and go, okay, I'm gonna focus all my attention on trying to tell people who I am instead of just becoming the better me.
Right. Yeah. I think it's kind of like what you said with the people pleasing thing, but I think it's just like how I said with people pleasing. I feel like people give people the love that they wish someone could give them, but I feel like when it comes to that topic, I feel like the way that people, especially people who people please, pour into other people is really how you really need to be pouring into yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you said, like you worried about what it looked like and trying to be everything to everyone. And it's like, in reality, all that love that you're trying to earn and stuff, you should be like loving on yourself. And then you would actually attract people who, you know, genuinely love you because they're like, oh, like she loves herself, you know. Yeah, so but then I think on like where you could also take that topic too, though, I feel like people who just like I'll give you an example, like people who worried about looking rich instead of actually
getting rich. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, which is like, if you like all the effort that you're putting into trying to look rich or whatever it is that, you know, people are trying to, you know, put up a facade, I feel like, you know, you could actually be that person, you know, but
yeah,
I feel like people like that, some of those people, I feel like they don't really know who they are. And I feel like they just want some type of validation. So they want to feel important. They want to feel seen, you know what I'm saying? But instead, like, realizing like a person who knows who they are don't need acceptance from the outside world. You know, like I feel like when you know who you are, you're content with yourself. You know, you're like, what you do fulfills you, you know, and it's almost like people do stuff to like get fulfillment from other people, you know, to be like, okay, yeah, I am important. Like, you know,
right.
Yeah, I am that person, you know, but I think the harsh reality is like, you can't sit here and focus on what stuff look like and not actually be that, because yeah, like you can front but for so long, but then there's reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, let's talk about this fucking AI fucking picture shit. Like the fuck.
Oh my God. Yo. I can't take it. And I see people and I know what the hell they really look like. And then they AI picture themselves, and I'm like, we all know that's not you. Like, why put it up? Like,
right.
Who did you put it up for? Because everybody who really knows you know that's not really what you look like.
Right.
I don't like the filters.
Yeah.
But when people use like the Snapchat filters or whatever, and they take every blemish off their face. Now we know you got 16 moles on your goddamn face. Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Like, but instead of them actually working on themselves, they just put a filter on it, or they run it through AI.
Right.
But we can work on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that we can do for ourselves to make ourselves better. How about you put that picture up on your wall and then work on yourself so to say, I'm going to look like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just posting it on social media to get a reaction, really. Like, it's just to get a reaction because everybody knows that shit ain't you.
Yeah.
I've seen women who put pictures up using that whole AI shit, and I had to text them like, yo, is that your daughter? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that ain't you.
Yeah.
But yeah, people focus on the wrong things. They focus on what people see, and I think, and I might be biased on this, but I think social media has a real big part to play in this. They want to post the perfect picture for everybody to see, instead of working on themselves and becoming the perfect picture that everybody sees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I see people in the gym like working hard, like busting their ass. And I'm like, that's how you do it. That's how you do it for you. Because you want to look in the mirror, because your mirror don't have a filter. Your mirror ain't got AI. So you want to look in the mirror and be pleased with who you're looking at in the mirror.
Yeah.
And not so much sit there and go, oh, I want everybody on social media, even the guy, especially the guys that don't know me, to think that I'm this fucking prom queen. No, you're a prom fiend. Get this shit together. Get off the drugs, whatever the hell you're doing. Start working on you. You know what I'm saying? Work on you a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. But it's not everybody. Like, I see people who actually put the work into themselves. If I'm gonna heart any picture, that's the picture I'm gonna heart. Like, you working, you busting your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
We see you. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing.
Ones.
Right.
I think like, okay, so I did used to use like some Snapchat filters, but then it was like I had to have I did. I'm not gonna fucking lie. It was fun.
For what for?
I mean, even from the beginning of Instagram, when they used to have a little like flower and shit, that shit was just fun. I don't know. It was
okay,
fun.
That's cool. But
then I think over time how they tried to use the filters to like really like alter your nose and like, you know, give you eyelashes, and it's like, or have like certain face structure that ain't yours, you know. And I honestly, I think it's I feel like it's I think it's like, you know, when I was talking about that mind control shit, I think it's certain shit that play into that mind control, because it's like low key, it's like, all right, initially, and I'm gonna say women, right? Initially, I feel like women did it for fun. Like, it was fun. Like, oh, look, this is cute. This is some new shit. We never seen no shit like this. Like, you know? And then it was like low key, like, all right, we flipping through different ones. Okay, all right, boom, this look good, right? But I feel like over time, I don't feel like we really like, all right, did we see it? Yes. But did we really comprehend the fact that this bitch just straightened my nose? Like, it like did something with my lips. It like made me look aesthetically more prettier. And so we like, oh well, damn, like this look good. Let me take a picture. You feel me? And then you post it, and it's like, all right, you feel good. And I think like, but I feel like in those moments you don't see it. You don't really see like probably what other people see. People who not using that shit at all, especially probably men, right? So, but I think where it had me fucked up, right? Because I feel like everybody has insecurities in a sense, right? But I don't feel like I'm insecure about the way I look, like, you know, my face wise, right? And because it's like, if that was the case, I would be a girl who like wake up every morning and I gotta beat my face and I can't go outside without eyelashes. Like, I take pride in walking outside with nothing on my fucking face. Now, other than if I'm ready to go out for the weekend and I'm like, you know, being on the scene, I might put some eyeliner, all that stuff on, but on a day-to-day basis, I'm not waking up putting shit on my face. And I feel like I take pride in that. Like, you know, but with the filters, I feel like over time, it made me feel like I was not beautiful without that filter. Like, because it was altering my face. So now it's like, it's almost like when we talked about, like, when you see BBL so much that it's like almost to the point where that looks normal. Now you feel like it's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you ain't got a fat ass, you know? And so I feel like with the filter thing, I feel like that's how I started to make me feel like when I didn't have it on, because it was changing my features to make me look more aesthetically beautiful, you know, I started to look at myself like, if I'm not looking like this, then I'm not pretty or whatever the case may be, you know? So I started to feel that way. I started to feel like I'm not pretty without a filter, you know? And I think that's the side of it, you know, that I don't know. I mean, maybe some people start to realize that. I feel like I did, you know, and so it was like I had to tell myself, let's stop using the filters. And the more, because the thing is, it was a time that we never used filters, and I never felt like I couldn't take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like I never felt that way. I feel like I would take a picture, like, all right, bitch, you look good, like, you know. But I feel like, so I'm like, maybe I have to get used to seeing me again without the filter, you know, and then I would stop comparing myself to this filter, thinking that I'm not beautiful, you know. So I just told myself, like, all right, let's stop using the filters. So like, this is the standard. That's the way I felt about fake eyelashes too, right? I feel like with fake, not to knock nobody who get fake eyelashes. I'm getting me some this week. Don't be quiet. So, but I feel like with the fake lashes though, right? This is why I'm not one of them eyelash extension girlies, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I really haven't been having the eyelashes, but I'm getting my eyelashes done Friday. But anyway, the reason why I don't do the eyelash extensions is because I realized this, right? I feel like when women get their eyelashes done, like especially the extensions, because it's like it stays on and stuff, and then you go get them filled in and stuff. It's like, okay, I see myself and I feel like I look beautiful with these eyelashes, right? And if you ever see women that always have eyelashes on, if they ever have a week where they like, bitch, I missed my appointment, I didn't get to fill it, so all of them motherfuckers fell out, and now you like, damn,
looking
bitch,
weird.
like you look a little crazy, like, you know, because it's like you're so used to seeing this person with these fucking eyelashes on, you know. And it's and what I'm saying is not to say that when girls wear eyelashes and then say they have a bad week, it's not to say that they're not beautiful, right? But it's just like you did this enhancement so much that it's like almost like this is the standard now, and now it looks like you're not yourself when you don't have that on, you know. So I'm like, I do personally, like, as long as it's not the crazy looking eyelashes, certain eyelashes I do like, I think they're beautiful, but I don't want to get to the point where, oh, I'm wearing eyelashes and when I don't have them on, again, just like the filter, I feel ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I'm not ugly. I know that I walk outside every day with no fucking makeup on. So I know I don't need any of that shit, you know? But I don't want to sit here and feel like I have to, like, I don't want to get in the habit of using a filter. I want to get in the habit of having eyelashes on every single day of my life, because then I'm going to start falling out of love with who I am. I'm going to start feeling like I'm not beautiful, you know, and that's not the truth. And I feel like it's not the truth when it comes to a lot of women, you know, and I'm not knocking women who like to do it, because if you like to do it, it's your thing, you know. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like we went completely off fucking topic with the
because the reason that it actually stays on topic is because we have allowed social media, technology, whatever, to tell us that, okay, you're not beautiful, but you also don't have to work on yourself. All you got to do is use our filter and take a picture of yourself, and voila, you look more beautiful.
Right.
Your stomach look more snatched. You know what I'm saying? Your ass look bigger. Like, you don't have to work on yourself. All you got to do is use us, and we'll make people think that you look that way.
Right.
Because now you're trying to prove to somebody that you look a way that you don't.
Right.
Instead of us, you know what I'm saying, getting in the gym, actually working out a little bit. Most women, and I say this with the utmost sincerity, and I know a lot of guys might disagree with me, but majority of the women on this planet are beautiful in their own right. They have their own sense of beauty. And there's somebody out there who's going to see that beauty for what it is.
Yeah.
You don't have to use a filter. You don't have to do all of these things to make people think that you're something that you already are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
women may have a problem with their body shape. You know what I'm saying? Like they might want their stomach a little more snatched. They might want their ass a little bigger. That's something different. And there's things you can do to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
But facially, every woman has their own beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're sitting there letting society, not even society and technology and social media tell you that you don't even have to work on you
Mm-hmm.
anymore. All you got to do is keep coming to us. We'll make you look good
Mm-hmm.
until that man has to meet you in real life.
Yeah.
Then it's something totally different. But if you present yourself as who you are in real life, I mean, on social media, when he meets you in real life, he knows what to expect.
Right.
I watched this young lady who has a social media following, and she was doing a live the other day, and now she damn near shows her whole goddamn body on social media, like she
Mm-hmm.
don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And the one thing that a dude picked out to get on her about was she wears thick glasses, and he was like, "You don't have no contacts." And I'm like, "Yo, she is pretty much showing you her breasts and everything."
Mm-hmm.
That was your thing. Like you had to find something wrong with her
Yeah.
to speak about. And I had to sign off for the live because I'm like and she was talking about something I wanted to talk. She was talking about guns and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to continue that conversation, but I was like, I can't be in a room with these idiots. Like she's talking about something that has nothing to do with her body, nothing to do with her
Mm-hmm.
looks, and she shows her body,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not what she's talking about right now.
Right.
And he had to find that one thing to make her feel insecure about, and that
Right.
was her glasses.
Yeah.
Like women have a beauty all their own. Every woman is beautiful in their own right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, ladies. Like, don't let what one guy may not find appealing about you, another guy is gonna find you looking like a goddess. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Find that guy. Don't
Right.
try to prove to this other guy that you can be something that you're not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, the filters be fucking lightening skin and straightening noses and straightening hair. And I'm like, come on, if the guy don't like you for your bell pepper nose and your big lips, you putting that shit on social media ain't gonna make him like you anymore in real life.
Right. Yeah. And I think that was another thing for me. I'm like, I don't want no one to ever say I don't look like my fucking picture. So like, let me just show y'all, what I look like. But not to say I don't know, like you said, I feel like some people do it for different reasons. 143 Trip said most people we only talk about beauty amongst women. Meanwhile, men use filters too. And I feel like that's a real thing too.
Yeah, if they want to look like Saucy Santana, they use filters because I don't know what the fuck a filter gonna do for me.
I mean, like, just like you said with the self-improvement, like, like to me, like I never necessarily use filters because, and it might sound dumb to some people, I never use filters because I didn't like my skin tone, my nose, like none of the filters that God, I mean, none of the features that God gave me, right? I used it because I didn't like my freckles. That's why. Meanwhile, I be people that want freckles, right? That's why. Like, um look, I'm not making this shit up. And so I felt like sometimes when I would take pictures, I just feel like it just didn't make my skin look, it didn't make my skin look like clear. Like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. And the thing is sometimes my freckles like will come out more during certain times of the year, and then certain times of the year
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's not. Like you don't see them as much. But that was a reason because I felt like when I would take pictures, I would like not like the way my skin looked with my freckles. And then again, like another thing too, like maybe if I had a breakout, Like, you know, and I'm like, oh, well, let me put this motherfucker on and you can't even see this shit. And I still can't make this little video or some shit, you know? And so like when you say like self-improvement, I think like that's another thing too. Like if you're doing it for a reason of like your skin is bad, you know, I feel like focus on getting your skin, you know, clear, you know, invest into that. Like, you know, I mean, we talked about that too. Like we talked about that in the past about like people who wear makeup, and I'm not shading nobody for wearing makeup because some people wear makeup because it's fun. I feel like makeup is also a art, like if you know how to do it correctly. So I'm not shaming no one for makeup, eyelashes, or any of that. But I feel like you know, I've said in the past, like, which I'm not shaming no one because I'm a woman, like, you know, end of the day. So it's like, and I'm also light. So like when I break out, my hyperpigmentation marks are very dark. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it stands out because of my skin tone. So it's like if I was to have a really bad breakout and I'm like going somewhere, I'm definitely covering that fucking blemish up, you know, for that reason. But you know, like I said before, if it's like, you know, if it's a thing where it's like your skin is bad and you're just dependent on a filter to cover it up, or you're dependent on makeup to cover it up, like while you're investing into, oh, I'm gonna just keep using filters and I'm gonna just keep buying more and more makeup, like, you know, I think investing into good skincare could cause you to not need none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and just like you said with the you know, with the bodies, like if you're trying to like, you know, AI like a better body, or what do they call it? Photoshopping like a better body or something. Like, you know, you could just go and put in that work, you know. Because I feel like the reality of it is people that know you in real life. It's people that's really gonna see you, you know. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like you're making yourself look crazy in a sense. And then like if like you said, if you meet someone new, they low key feel like you catfish them, you know.
Hell yeah. Shit, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I got two topics, but I think that's one that I want to get into though. It kind of ties into that. Maybe I should have did my first topic first, but this topic ties into it, so I'm gonna just throw it out there. But it's like the state of delusion, you know. I think all of this can be stemmed from delusion too. You know, it's not simply like people, oh, like, you know, I'm covering up my flaws or whatever, but it's like people, like what 143 Trip said, I knew we had issues when people started accepting compliments on AI pictures, you know.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that low key is like being in a state of delusion. You know, so do you feel like it's a, you know, you feel like it's a good amount of people out here that are delusional, Don? Do you feel like what are some ways that you feel like you've witnessed people be delusional?
So I've seen people who have presented themselves as having things that they don't have. As a matter of fact, what comes to mind perfectly is fucking what was it, Bow Wow, who took a video of him getting on a private jet, but then that same day motherfucker saw him on a commercial plane going somewhere. Like you was flying some damn where. Like you ain't have to front like you owned a private jet,
right?
Because people are gonna see who you like, where you really were at that day,
right?
I've seen people who posted up taking pictures in car dealerships with expensive cars. Yeah, you don't own that car, and the people who know it. So that's definitely delusional. And I'm sure you're gonna get a little further into this, but people who see somebody on the internet and that's what they're like they're chasing that person that either A, they don't know, B, they'll never meet, but mentally that's their what's the word? Like that's their object of their affection.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let you get into that because when you
Thought you put me
when you
on a
brought
fucking
up to
spot.
me, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah, like that's a part of my topic is like delusion, you know. Like okay, so I'm gonna start like one thing and then I'll bring it into that. Like, you know, one thing I noticed some people be delusional about. I think some people be delusional about their relationships. I feel like people will sit here and try to post like, oh, we're so happy and we just celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary and y'all filing for divorce the next week. Like, you know,
Right.
I feel, or it's like, you know, with the relationship, it's like you can know like someone ain't good, you know, like you hear all of the fucking drama and everything you think, and then it's like, you know, they might be like, yeah, everything's just been so going so amazing, and you know, all of this stuff, and you low key like, who are you trying to convince, like me or yourself, you know? So I feel like some people can be delusional when it comes to, you know, their relationships, like whether it's failing or, you know what I'm saying, because people want to fantasize of like what it could be, you know. So it's
Mm-hmm.
for so like people, I feel like some people like are delusional and low key lie to themselves, like, no, he didn't cheat, no, he didn't cheat, he ain't got a baby on the way, like, you know, like I don't know, like I feel like people make excuses because they want to be in a state of delusion, you know, and sometimes within relationships. And then what I wanted to talk about was, you know, people being delusional, feeling like someone, I feel like when it comes to like either like liking someone or like feeling like okay, like for example, like if a dude try to talk to a woman and she like, nah, I don't like you like that, like we're friends or whatever the case may be, like, you know, and in his mind he didn't hear none of that, you know,
Right.
and outside of that, you know, maybe they stay cool or something, I don't know, or maybe they don't, like, you know, but in his mind, every time that he see this woman, whether it be online or maybe in person, whatever, in his mind, it's like, I just got closer, like, you know, like we're together, like in that person's mind. I think that's a whole nother state of delusion. Um, so yeah, like I don't know. I wanted to talk about that because I got into a conversation with my client yesterday and we talked about a lot of stuff. But I was explaining to him how I personally feel like people have done that to me. Like people have like people that I've never, you know, and that's what makes it delusional. I ain't gonna lie. Because like we had a conversation about how this girl that he kind of like deals with her right now, but he told her like, hey, like we're not gonna pursue nothing serious or whatever, and she's like still being delusional. So she think even though he said that, like, oh, we're still together and you my dude and I can question you and I'm going through your phone and all of this stupid shit, and I'm like, oh, she fucking delusional, you know. But I think like another extreme of delusion is like, because I told him I feel like I've experienced that with men that I never even had any sexual encounter with, you know. And so that's why I say like it's like that's super delusional to me, because I can see if like maybe like, all right, we went on, I wouldn't even say a date, but like even if that was the case, but this was never the case, like, you know what I'm saying, like if it was like we went on a date or I hugged you or I kissed you or we had sex or something, I could see you like thinking like, oh, me and her is together or some shit, you know. But I was like, I basically explained where I feel like a few times in my life that I feel like men were delusional like about me, you know. And so I mean, you want me to share my story? This is my lifetime story. I wish we had the little, you know, the little noises we tell you. Like the one, I feel like I told this story on here, but maybe I didn't tell it on here. Maybe I told it to you or Angie, like outside of the thing, but I ain't gonna lie. My name is Bridget. I'm ready to tell my story. So no bullshit. I mean, I know I told you this story, Dom, but I don't know if I talked on a podcast. So boom, first situation, delusion. Okay. I found out that this dude that I went to school with, who wrote, she said, yeah, share because men be tripping. I'm gonna tell it all. I don't give a fuck. And honestly, I don't care because like the people that I'm talking about is like low key fucking crazy. So like, you know, whatever, like real life delusional because it was never like nothing, like nothing at all. So anyway, the first story is I found out that this dude I went to school with, and I think I did talk about it here, but I'm gonna say it again. The dude I went to school with, this girl wrote me that I went to school with, and she was like, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, Bridget, but the dude, what name we gonna call him? John
works.
John we went to school with. She was like, he broke into this girl apartment and stole her panties, and then we found out recently that he has videos of him masturbating to our pictures on a porn site. And so yeah, so basically, like, and the reason why I say it's delusion, right, because like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, a man masturbating is wrong, like, you know what I'm saying? If a man want to masturbate, okay, cool. Am I going to tell a man who to masturbate to? No, right? But at the same time, I feel like it's a I don't know, because I mean, I personally don't. I don't know. I'm not going to tell people what to do. It's their life, it's their body, whatever, right? But I would think that if men fucking masturbate, like maybe you go find a fucking, I don't know, go on a porn site or some shit, or I don't know. I don't know what to tell men to think about when they do that. I don't know, but bitch, don't think about me. Yeah. So basically, like, you know, I go on this fucking. The girl gives me the link, and she was like, I can't. She was like, I cannot bear to watch my video, like, you know, that he's masturbating to our pictures. And so I'm like, it's not that I wanted to like, oh, let me watch him do this. I didn't want to watch him do it, but I needed to see what the fuck this motherfucker doing to my motherfucking pictures, you know? So basically I click on the link, and the motherfucker got a what is it? An iPad laying on a bed, and all you see, like, he's holding the phone above like his penis. So he's recording himself. So the tablet or the iPad is on the bed, and then the angle was up here. He's holding the phone down, and you seeing him, like, you know, masturbate to our pictures. Our picture will be on there, and he would be saying like our names, and he, like, the one girl, he called her a dirty bitch. He was like, well, I can't even say the girl name. He was like, we gonna say, give me a fucking name, Don.
We gonna call her Sarah.
Sarah, you dirty bitch. He was real fucking live. Sarah, you dirty bitch, fucking her in his mind. You know, and like, you know, he was like, now I'm making light of this shit, but I ain't gonna lie, I was low key upset. I was upset. I was shaking. I was shook up. I was so fucking scared. I'm like, this bitch. I'm like, yo, what if this motherfucker trying to kidnap me? Like, I'm so scared. But anyway, so like when he was like talking to me in the video, he wasn't disrespecting me like Sarah, you know, he was talking to Sarah real dirty. But he was like, you know, saying my name and shit, and I'm just fuck, you know. And then he would finish himself off on the tablet, like straight on the tablet. So that's what made it a whole another level of delusion, because it wasn't like, oh, I did this and it's like, all right, I'm done. But what made it delusional is that, number one, you're saying our names like you're really having sex with us. Number one. Number one, fuck that. Number one was, you could have picked anybody to do this shit. You could have found a random bitch online. Bitches be shaking her ass for free online. Like, what the fuck are you taking our pictures for? So that's number one. Number two, the fact that you really saying our names and like acting like we're both in the act of doing this sexual, thing. And then the third thing was the fact that you really finishing yourself off on the tablet, like as if you're putting that on us. Like,
right.
Now the girl who initially told me about these videos, mind you, she was married. So he took like a very innocent picture of her, like she's a married woman. He took a very innocent picture of her. She just like, I think she had like some ice cream or some shit, and she just like had her tongue out like and so when he was masturbating to her pictures, he was literally acting like he was like nutting in her mouth, like like when he was finishing himself off to her pictures. And okay, so what are we at? That's number 4 or 5. I don't fucking remember. We have maybe number 5. Number five is the fact that this motherfucker had tribute photos. So it wasn't like, oh, he just did this to one of our pictures. He literally had like Bridget's tribute and a whole folder on his porn site of him masturbating to my pictures.
Get the fuck out of here.
I promise you. And then we at number 6, the 6th fucking crazy thing of delusion. That bitch, why the fuck are you putting this on a porn site? Like,
right. Like, you're not even keeping the shit to your fucking self.
Yeah, even if you a sick ass person, okay? Why the fuck are you recording, doing this shit, putting it on a fucking porn site? Okay.
What was that, his OnlyFans? What the fuck? Like,
yo, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I was highly upset. I was shaking. I was very shook. I was very shook because of the fact that it was just scary to me. It was scary to me because of the fact that I knew who this person was. Like, never dealt with this person, but also this person wasn't. I don't want to say like I don't like. I'm not a person who be like, oh, this person is popular and this person not. I look at people like people, like But right. When it comes to things like that, he was definitely not a popular person. He was like a little nerd. He probably never got no pussy in his life. I don't know, right? But that to me was what made it scary. Like, because I'm like,
wow,
bitch, are you gonna take me? Like, like I was fucking scared. And then the other thing about it was like I couldn't say nothing to him because the girl literally was like, please do not say nothing, because the girl the one who Ashley, who he was calling a dirty bitch, he actually broke into her apartment in real life and stole her underwears or some shit. So she had like a pending case against him. And this was during COVID. So when the courts kept like postponing people's shit.
Yeah.
So basically like they were waiting for a court date. And the girl who sent me the video was like, Ashley is taking him to court and he doesn't know that we found these videos. So please don't like say nothing to him, because when we go to court, they kind of wanted it to be a surprise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to catch him off guard that like you're doing this on top of the fact that you stalked Ashley and actually broke into her apartment and stole her panties and shit. That's so crazy. Yeah. So that's one. And then so that's why I say like, it's not like I'm just saying like, oh, people being delusional about me. Like, no, motherfucker really was being delusional. Like, so that is like, I don't know. I think that shit is fucking insane. She said number 5. I think number 5 was, I don't know. I said the fact that he was saying our names, the fact that he recorded it. And I think that's what made it like super, all of those things, like super delusional, the fact of all of those things. What you got to say, Don? Go ahead.
And the crazy thing is there's a lot of guys who do that. Like,
yeah.
So I've known women who, and I don't fault women for locking up their page, like,
mm-hmm.
only letting people see their pictures who are friends of theirs, who they've allowed to become friends. And who's to say that, if this person would have friend requested you, you'd have been like, y'all remember you from back when, I'll accept your friend request.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of women will lock up their page just for that reason. Like they're more intimate pictures, their vacation pictures when they're in a swimsuit and stuff like that. Like they block people from seeing it because people will form their own delusions in their mind. And now it's like, okay, so now I got a picture of you. You know what I'm saying? Now I have something to base that delusion on. That's why I don't agree with people putting their kids' pictures online. Because pedophiles love that shit. Like y'all are feeding these fucking nutcases just what the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And I a really good female friend of mine who she went on vacation with her daughter, and the pictures were innocent, you know what I'm saying? But it was her daughter in a bathing suit. And I reached out to her and I was like, yo, I'm sure y'all enjoyed that vacation, but take her offline. You know what I'm saying? Especially since her photos online are more racy anyway. I'm like, take your daughter off your page. You know what I'm saying? If you need to share pictures with your family, how y'all enjoyed y'all vacation, text that shit to them. Take her offline, because now what you've done is you've taken your sexual being and you superimpose it onto her. And that shit is a pedophile's fucking dream. Get that shit offline. And she was like, oh my God, I never thought of it like that. And I'm like, yeah, I need you to, whenever you do something, when it comes to your kids, ladies, if you post a picture online, make it only viewable by your close friends. Trust me, if a guy's gonna like you, he gonna like a headshot of you just as much as he loves the body shot of you. You know what I'm saying? If he's feeling you, he gonna jump in your DM. You could send them. You could put a picture of your goddamn eyeball on the internet, and that nigga will still jump in your goddamn DM. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get at you no matter what. But be very careful, and I hate that women have to be careful, because it's a free fucking that's your freedom of expression. The fact that y'all got to be stifled on that shit is crazy, but guys will do crazy ill shit. I think we was watching a damn video, and the dude took the woman's head and used AI to create a naked body underneath her head, and that's what he used every night. Like, technology is fucked up right now, and it's the advancement we would think is for a good reason, but it's not. Like, it's being used for all the wrong fucking reason. My advice to all women, like, y'all are all beautiful, and I know y'all want to show off, you know what I'm saying, y'all vacations, and y'all took 15 shots to get that perfect picture. Make it viewable to your close friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still gonna believe it was the perfect shot. Trust me. But everybody else, they may not view that picture the same way. And like you're saying, like, this is somebody who you've never given the time of fucking day to. Never even, you know what I'm saying, looked in his motherfucking direction long enough so he could know the color of your fucking eyes, but yet you're now his fucking fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
And I think too, like, what made it scary, like, first of all, like I said, he was kind of like a little like nerd, like, you know, so in school it's like I would speak to him because he was just like a little nerd, and that's the thing with me. I hate to say like nerd, but it's like, because I would talk to anybody, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what somebody look like. I don't care, like, if somebody popular, if somebody not popular. I literally would speak to anybody, you know? So, like, I remember in high school, this dude I was dating, I walked past the dude, the guy, right? And he was a nerd. So I walked past him while I was at that time with my current boyfriend. And I remember he was like, hi, Bridget. And I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? And my current boyfriend was like, why the fuck is you talking to him? And I was just like, chill out. Like, he just a little nerd. Like, he's cool. Like, you know, but that's just because I'm just, you know, my mom always told me just to talk, you know, don't judge nobody. Like, I will talk to anybody, you know. I be telling people all the time, I don't care if somebody don't have no teeth. I would be cool as fuck with you. That don't have nothing to do with somebody's character, you know? So I think that's what made it scary too. The fact that it's like, anytime I did interact with him in school, I was always like nice to him. I was never like mean to him just because like he was like a little nerd, you know? And then also I feel like it was like little things that he was doing, like I said, like I'm a very observant person, so the fact that like number one, it threw me off, like because usually when you are observant, you watching every angle, and the fact that like you got to come to the realization like, oh, somebody been like watching you, like, and
Right.
you, well, and this one person, you didn't even have a fucking clue, you know. And it was also the fact that like it was times that he wrote me on social media, like prior to me finding out that it was like he would say stuff, and I'll be like, how did he know that? Like, you know, and it might have been like somebody I was dealing with. Like he would have said the person's name, and I'm like, how the fuck do he know this? Because I always kind of been like a private person, you know, so I'm not a person
Right.
that's like, oh, I'm publicly telling people who I'm dealing with or something like that, you know. So I know at a point in time he had said like the person who I was dealing with, like, name, like, I wish you wouldn't deal with him because you deserve so much better. I'm like, how the fuck do you even know him? Like, you don't know
Yeah, that's
him,
a
you
stalker,
know?
yo.
So
Damn,
when
that's
I
a
when
stalker.
I when I found when I seen this video, I had to replay back, like, you know, the times, and it might have been like a year before or something, when he was writing those weird at where like when he wrote me that one time and said, I was like, I literally was just like, what? Like, it was confusing, and it's crazy because I actually took a screenshot because it threw me off. Like, how do you know about this person that I deal with? Like, how do you even, and why are you saying this? But I never questioned him. I never was like, what do you mean? Like, how do you know that? Like, you know, I kind of just seen it and I screenshot it for some reason. Like, you know, and then it was like when I found that out, I had to replay back everything. And I'm like, what? Like, was this motherfucker stalking me? Like, was he like hacked in my shit or some shit? You know? And that's what make it fucking scary. It took it from delusion to a fucking psychopath. Like, you know, and so basically with that whole story is I had to block him from everything. I never got to confront him, which I can't even say that I would really want to because, you know, I don't know. I think I put it past like someone that you look at so innocent. Ain't nobody innocent really but fucking kids. But somebody looked at so innocent that like I looked at too innocent. Like, you know, and to know like almost like now I couldn't put nothing past you just for the fact that you even broke into what's her name, Ashley fucking house and stole her fucking panties. Like, you know.
Right.
So yeah, that's how that story basically went, you know. And it's like I do keep my page public, but it had me scared for a long time, I'm not gonna lie. And especially the fact that I couldn't even talk about it. You know, I couldn't confront him. So it was kind of like I was just holding all of this in, you know. And then it made me go and delete hella, even though some of the pictures I had up, like from when I used to model, like I feel like those was a little inappropriate. He wasn't even using those pictures though. He was using pictures that wasn't even like, you know, pictures that like a man would be like, oh well, she's showing a little something, so might as well, you know. He was using
Wow.
like I said, even with the girl who was married, like very innocent pictures. It wasn't like pictures that it's like we showing anything off to where it's like, oh, this is a good picture to fucking masturbate to, you know. So, but it definitely made me like go back on my page and fucking archive like hella fucking shit. You know, it made me scared. It made me like, all right, you know, made me more cautious, you know. Yeah, so I don't know. That was that. Um, and then there was another one, y'all. So,
Oh my God.
but this
God.
one was a little different, but I feel like it might have been stemming from the same thing. So I'm gonna try to wrap this story up quick because I don't want to be in her telling my lifetime story forever. But anyway, it was another guy I went to school with, unfortunately, invited me to a fucking house party. He was married at the time, and house parties lit. It's hella fucking people. Hella people at the house party. Everybody having fucking fun. So I'm sitting down like in a corner somewhere, and the dude, comes over to me, and mind you, all of this shit happened hella years ago. Like it had like I don't fuck what am I? It could have happened a good 9 years ago. None of this shit happened no time recently. So I was like in my mid to early 20s probably. So anyway, I'm sitting down in a corner, and mind you, dude, he's fucking married. So next thing you know, this nigga just started rubbing on my motherfucking leg. And I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? Right? I just smacked his fucking hand off my leg. I'm like, yo, your wife is right fucking there, right? So he's like, she wants you more than me. So I'm like, what the fuck? Right? So I'm like, oh shit. So I went from being a little up in I was a little drunk to like sober as fuck. I'm like, hold the fuck up. Like, you know. So and then it was crazy. Again, I'm observant. So it's like, all right, I'm always like watching my surroundings. I'm paying attention. Like, you know, so when he said that, I was just like, what? So then I started noticing they are trying to just feed me fucking liquor. So I'm just like, I'm taking shots the whole time. This shit tastes like water to me because, bitch, I know what y'all trying to do and y'all not going to do it, you know? So the whole time, like, I'm still drinking, but I'm like, it's really making me more sober knowing what they're trying to do, knowing that you're trying to get me drunk because what, you know, whatever. All right, so call me young and dumb. I was probably in my early 20s, mid to early 20s. Okay. So after that, I still went to their parties, but right? Why? Why did I go? Because they parties used to be lit. But I told myself, I said, I'm only going to go to their parties, but I have to bring somebody with me because they not ever going to like corner me and be like, oh, like here goes some more shots or put something in my drink or some shit. No, like somebody's going to be here with me because they parties used to be lit. I used to love going. But I was just like, all right, you always got to bring someone. Okay. So it was times that I brought, like every single time I bring my friends, brought my sister, my cousin, somebody's coming. So basically, to make this story really, really sweet and short, it was like the last party. Okay. They're like, hey, you should come to this party. They're like, yeah, and it's not gonna be too big this time. So we're asking for everybody not to like bring people, whatever. And the whole time they don't even know I made this vow to myself that it's like, Bridget, you was not going to these motherfuckers party unless you bring someone. So even though they try to say like, oh, we're asking everyone not to bring no one, bitch, I'm still bringing somebody. Like, you know. So I get to their fucking house and there is not a fucking soul there. And mind you,
I felt like you was gonna say that.
Yeah, nobody was there. So my old best friend, she was the one who I brought with me. So we come in and I'm like, I thought y'all was having a party. And they both looking like dumbfounded. They like, oh, well, we just decided we wasn't gonna have a party anymore. And then I'm thinking in my head, like, well, why the fuck did you tell me to come here? Because y'all knew I was on my way here and everything, you know. So I'm thinking all this in my head, and I'm like, yeah, I know what the fuck y'all was trying to do. Like, you know, this is why I never came by myself again. You feel me? So, but this was after like, I don't know, 5 or 6 parties. This is like basically the last one that I attempted to go to. So next thing you know, one of his friends come over and basically was like, hey, I'm ready to run to the liquor store and I'm ready to go get some like roll-ups and stuff. And he's talking to my best friend. And he like, you want to come with me? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm coming with y'all too. And so he's looking like, you know, he looking or whatever, like, what the fuck? Like, you know. So basically, to make that story shorter, you know, him and the friend eventually stopped being cool, whatever. And the friend years later, you know, questions me on that day. Like, you know, that friend like, hey, like that day that, you know, because I met him at previous parties before. And so we knew who each other was, like, you know, but something stood out to him about that day. Like, you know, and so he like, I just have a question. Like, you know, he not cool with the person no more. He like, did you and him ever like deal with each other like in a sexual way? And I'm like, no, like never. I never dealt with him in a sexual way or whatever. And I might even went as far as telling him like, yeah, I feel like him and his wife was trying to, you know, get me to have a threesome or some shit, you know, but I'm like, never, you know. And so basically he like, yo, I knew something was up. He was like, because that last time that I ever seen you over there, he was like, he hit me and told me that you asked him to find someone to come over here and distract your best friend so that you can have a threesome with them.
Wow.
Right? And so
wow.
He said, but I knew something was off because if you wanted me to come there to distract your best friend, why the fuck when I'm going to distract her, you talking about you're coming too? He was like, so I knew if like this was your idea to have a threesome with them and you're trying to get someone to distract your best friend, why the fuck would you come with us? Like, you know,
right.
He said, so I knew something was off. And so basically, and I knew he wasn't lying about what he said because everything just fucking added up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew he wasn't like just saying like, oh, he told me this. It had to, because that's how it went. Because no one else was at that party. So it's like out of nowhere, your homeboy just pop up. And he never said, oh, my home, I'm gonna just get my homeboy. He didn't say nothing about the homeboy. The homeboy just popped the fuck up, you know? So it was just like, you know, and I was talking to my client yesterday about this because we were just talking about delusion or whatever. And, you know, and it even yesterday, just talking about this shit really bothered me because I'm like, I still sit there and think about like, okay, I never told y'all that I was having a threesome. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even from the very beginning, I'm like, I don't like women, like, you know, whatever. So it's like from day one of me saying that, like, it's like, it shouldn't have been a question, you know?
Right.
But I think what bothers me more is the fact that you try to get me to come to your house and lied about it being a party and no one was there, right? And then even when y'all seen that I brought someone, y'all tried to get someone to come there because you needed a distraction. But the thing that bothered me the most is like, what was y'all planning to do to me? Because like, if I never agreed to having a threesome with y'all, even if you did get your homeboy to take my homegirl away and distract her, but if I never like consented to, oh yeah, y'all, let's just have a threesome. You feel me? Like, what was y'all gonna do? Was y'all gonna fucking rape me or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I never agreed to that.
So there are guys who have this delusion that they can talk somebody into anything. Like they can present a situation, and even if the person is not with the situation, they can kind of talk them or they can seduce them into that situation. Yeah. That's delusion in its fucking self.
Yeah. But it was also the dude, the ex-friend or whatever, he also told me that he told him that me and him outside of the wife had sex before. I'm like, I never had sex with him a day in my life. I said, I never had sex with him. He said he literally was telling me and our other homeboy at a time that y'all literally had sex. So that also bothered me too, because I'm like, what man got a lie on his dick? Like I personally can't understand. Like I would never meet as a woman, I would never lie about having sex with somebody. Like that's just weird. Like, you know, and so I was just like, that shit bothered me too. And I also wasn't able to say nothing, even though when he told me, the ex-friend told me years later, by that time the guy and his wife was no longer together, right? But I also was not, even though the ex-friend, he was like, I don't give a fuck if you say that I told you or whatever. Right. I really don't fucking care. But see, like me, I'm not the type of person that like, I don't want to put nobody in no shit. Like I don't want nobody going to jail. I don't want nobody killing nobody. Like, you know, right. Shit. Like I want to put grown men that have nothing to do with nothing to go to jail for no reason. So I was like, no, like I'm not gonna say nothing. I do appreciate you telling me, but unfortunately, I wasn't gonna approach him because I wasn't gonna say nothing to him because I knew that it was gonna cause them to get into it. Like, you know, and which, you know, I know the other dude didn't fear the motherfucker at all, but I just didn't want to, I ain't want to see it get ugly, you know? So anyway, trying to wrap this shit up, because it's a lot. Y'all like my stories? No, they true crime, y'all. True crime. Life of trying to fucking take Bridget. So basically, I never got to say nothing. I was mad as shit because I'm like, why the fuck is this bitch lying about having sex with me? And then the fact me and him went to school together. So I'm like, if he lied to y'all two niggas, mind you, they didn't go to school with us, right?
Imagine who else he lied to.
Y'all. This nigga might be going around to other people we went to school with lying and saying that he had sex with me when bitch, no the fuck we did not. Like, you know.
Right.
So I kind of just had to like shut the fuck up. Like, you know, I didn't say nothing. At that very second, I didn't fucking block him. Like, I was mad as shit. Like I said, he wasn't with the wife no more. So I'm just like, I'm low key.
I'm still with you.
You good?
I can hear you.
I'm low key like just fucking pissed. So basically, what happened after that was he randomly fucking, not too long after I find this out, the same motherfucker who was lying, he randomly writes me on Snapchat, which I don't even really get on Snapchat. He writes me on Snapchat and he, I hate to even say this. It's so horrible. But he just was like, I had a dream that all right, I'm gonna just make it like this. He said he had a dream that he was doing some sexual things to me. So he like, so what's up? Like, as if like, since he had this dream, like, why don't we make it reality or something? Like, you know, so he like, I had this dream I was doing these sexual things to you. So what's up? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I had a dream about Chris Brown last night. What the fuck does that mean? You know, because it's just like, bitch, like we ain't gonna get what the fuck we want. So yeah. So after he said that, and I was like, I had a dream about Chris Brown. What the fuck does that mean? I basically blocked him after that. I was like, you know what, this bitch getting off my shit because you saying dumbass shit to me, and whole time, bitch, you fucking lying on your dick saying that you had sex with me when you didn't, and then you whole time, bitch, what you was gonna rape me too when that whole incident happened, when you know at the last party that never existed. So I got mad because I couldn't say shit and I wanted to cuss his ass out. Like I wanted to cuss him out because at him I didn't fear him. I just didn't want the friend and him to get into it. Like, you know, because his friend ain't have shit. And I feel like his friend is a real guy. And I feel like he genuinely cares about women. And I feel like he was like, because they weren't cool no more, he just wanted to confirm, like, you know, because something fell off that night. He wanted to tell me. So that's why I didn't say, and I blocked his ass. Okay. So then at the beginning of this year, the motherfucker somehow followed me again on Instagram. But I swear I blocked him. I don't know if he made another page. I don't know. Okay. He followed me, but at this point, it's been 6 years since I initially blocked him. Okay. So I see that he followed me. I know we need a fucking move, y'all. Y'all would like y'all. Yo, I could write a book. So all right, I'm wrapping this shit up because I'm wrapping it up. So he fucking follows me again at the beginning of this year, and I don't say shit. I see that he followed me, but I don't say shit, right? Because I'm just like, all right, whatever. It's been 6 years, like, bitch, whatever. I don't know. I honestly didn't care. So then, basically, I take a picture. I think it was in January. I think it was like when he started following me. And it was just a fucking regular selfie. Just a regular selfie. And I put it to my fucking story. This is what he writes me, okay? After 6 years. This delusional, stupid bitch. Okay? He gonna write me talking about, God damn, I still wish we would have had that 3-way with old girl. Nigga, we was never gonna have a fucking threesome. Ever. So at this point, I'm fed the fuck up because at this point, I'm still trying not to say shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to say I'm taking a risk because I'm not saying no names on here. You know what I'm saying? I was never trying to like out the old friend because he cool as fuck, and I do appreciate him for being honest with me and telling me everything. So at least I know for my own sake. So I ain't gonna lie, low key, like, you know, Didn't even want to like say all of this, but I did, whatever. So when he said it to me, I'm like, I'm fed the fuck up, bitch. It's been 6 fucking years. Like, who the fuck ever told you I was having a fucking threesome with you and your ex-wife? I never fucking said that shit. Like, you know, and this was the biggest thing. Why do you feel so entitled to my body? Like, why do you feel so entitled? Like, no one said I was having a fucking threesome with you. Like, you know, and at this point it's given entitlement because, like, you know, all of this shit did not happen, and then you're still sitting here talking about, I still wish we would have had whoever fucking agrees to this shit. So I write him back, and mind you, I still feel like I was being nice. I feel like I was being nice. I said, first of all, I said, I never in my life ever said that I was having a threesome with you and your ex-wife. I said, number two, I said, stop writing me saying dumb shit out your mouth or talking to me sideways. I was respectful. I was respectful. I said, talking to me sideways. I said, I don't know. And I said, number three, what did I say? I said, I never was going to have a threesome. I said, I don't remember what I said in number two. And then number three was, stop saying disrespectful things to me before I block you. So he write me back, LOL, bye, Bridget, bitter ass. And he blocked me.
You're not bitter, you're real. That nigga was delusional. That nigga crazy. That nigga real crazy.
Yo, you can't make this shit up. But yeah, anyway, I'm saying all of this to say, you know, when me and my client was talking about this yesterday, we was talking about like people being delusional, you know, and I'm just like, you know, to me, those was my 2 experiences of people being delusional. So, I mean, Don, I don't know what the fuck you want to add to that, because that was a whole lot. But
yeah,
maybe like, why do you think people become delusional and even entitled? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like it was like an entitlement. I thought that this motherfucker thought like, bitch, you owe me your body. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So people, first of all, people are fucking crazy. Like, let's call that shit what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And people paint a picture in their mind of what they're expecting or what they want. And they think that the reality, because it's in their mind, reality should fall suit to their mind.
Yeah.
As opposed to their mind going, hey, I know this is what you want, but it's never going to happen. So chill.
Right.
But people paint pictures in their head of what something is going to be, and they think that that's what reality should be like. There was this dude, where the fuck did I see that shit at? He saw a woman online, and in his mind, he knew her mannerism. Now, this is just off pictures, no live, no videos, no live pictures. It was just off pictures. He thought he knew what her mannerisms was going to be, how she would fall for him, how she would become attracted to him. When this motherfucker found out that she was actually married, had kids, didn't look like any of her fucking pictures for real because of the filters. He freaked the fuck out and would write messages to her going, you're such a fucking lying bitch. You know what I'm saying? How could you fool me like this? And this chick is like, the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like she's clueless because all of this shit happened in his mind.
Yeah.
He created his own reality, and when reality didn't fit that for him, he was mad at her. Like cursed her out to the point where she had to get rid of her page.
What?
Like they didn't even live in the same fucking area, like 2 different coasts. But he created this alternate reality in his mind that they were together. She was into him. All the pictures that she was taking was for him, and cursed her out when he found out she was married and all that shit. Because you know what people see on Instagram is one thing. Instagram don't give you, know what I'm saying, your marital status, all that shit. So they're just looking at pictures.
Yeah.
But when you go over to somebody's Facebook page it says that they're married, they got kids, you know what I'm saying, and their sibling, you know what I'm saying? Like you get a full picture of somebody and he blacked out on her. But and it's fucked up. And like me and my wife have conversations about stuff like this all the time because women do have a reason to fear men for this reason. Like there are crazy ass fucking dudes out there who think things through in their head and it works out for them and the woman never knows. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That dude that was both of your damn stalkers, and I'm sure you got probably 50 fucking more stalkers.
Shut up, Don. Don't say that. don't got no more.
And this dude, you know what I'm saying, that was painting this picture of this chick in his mind, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something to really be fucking fearful of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why women need to carry firearms, you know what I'm saying? You get that pew pew on you. Because there are guys who, and to be honest, there are some women who do the same thing. It's not as prevalent. It doesn't happen as much, but there are women who paint a picture in their mind of what things are. Yeah. And that's the only thing they go with. They don't even, they don't look for the reality.
Yeah.
They don't look for what things really are.
Yeah.
They just look for what they want the reality to be. And that's all they got to go by.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking crazy.
I know. I just like, I don't know. I feel like I've experienced it. I honestly feel like I've experienced it maybe a little bit more than just those incidents, but those was the ones I feel like I could actually like confirm, you know. And so I ain't gonna lie, I think I really do like fear men, like, you know what I'm saying? And I also, and I don't know if that's the only thing too. I think sometimes like, I don't know, and I feel like people be saying this shit about cancers, but I'm not gonna say it's a cancer thing. I don't know. But people be trying to say like we're like naturally flirtatious. I don't feel like I'm flirtatious at all, like, you know, but I think people be just like taking my kindness for like true interest, like, you know. And I feel like if I was really interested in somebody, like they would know, like, you know. I wouldn't be playing like hard to get or no shit like that. But yeah, I don't know, that shit is scary. I ain't gonna lie, in a sense I do feel like I do fear men. Like I don't really feel safe with men, like, you know. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. And I like me personally, because I feel like you said, I feel like men and women can do it too. I sit back and try to think, like, because I feel like I see people being delusional, and I sit back and I be like, have I ever been delusional? Like, have I ever, like, you know, I personally don't feel like I ever been delusional. I feel like people might have led me on, you know what I'm saying, to believe something, you know. But I feel like if someone straight up say, I don't like you like that, like if somebody make it very blatant that like you're not interested in me, you don't like me like that, or whatever the case may be, like I'm not about to fucking convince you, and I'm not about to convince myself at that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, I feel like if someone straight say like you're not their type, they don't like you, whatever the case may be, or I only look at us like friends, I take it for exactly what the fuck it is, especially if someone open their mouth and say it, like, you know. So I feel like despite if I ever like someone and if they didn't like me back, if they made it blatantly clear that, oh, I don't like you like that, or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't sit here and at that point, like, keep trying, you know what I'm saying? Or keep trying to like convince you or nothing like that, or even myself, like, you know. But I feel like it's the thing. I mean, obviously, I feel like it's the thing that both men and women do, because when me and my client started talking about this whole topic, he was telling me about, you know, the woman who is delusional. So it's like, do you feel like, because I feel like when it comes to men and women, right? I feel like some men will do it. Like in my situations, those men, I never had no type of sexual interaction with them at all. Like nothing to like make them think like, oh, she like me. It's something there. Never. But I feel like sometimes when the situations happen with women, sometimes some men might actually have sexual encounters with a woman and then be like, oh, I don't want you, I don't want to be with you, whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where some women become delusional and like they act like the man never said that. And it's like, well, I'm gonna act like he never said that and still just try to win him over and maybe he'll change my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because so it happens both ways, but the way that you just said it is more likely. Like the guy is just trying to get one off. So you know what I'm saying? He get with this chick, have sex with her, and he's like, all right, he blow that shit off. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we had sex, it was cool. But in her mind now, we are in a relationship. We are in a full-blown relationship. Oh, he never said it, but in her mind, he loves me. And it men get caught up in just chasing pussy, honestly. Like we get caught up in just because we just trying to get one off and we like, all right, yo, cool. Let me just, she seems like she's into it, so let me do. But her mind is wrapped around a relationship. She's not, to her, sexual intercourse is a relationship. Like that's the beginning of a relationship. So if you have sex with her, you're in a relationship. I've said this on this damn show. I know I've said this story because this chick was crazy. Met this chick at a fucking club, and it's I don't normally meet women at a club for this reason. Met at a club, she was a little intoxicated. I had my boy with me, so I dropped him off home, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call you, and I'll swing through. You know what I'm saying? If you're still up, I'll swing through. I called her. She was like, yeah, come over. You know what I'm saying? I go over to her house. We did whatever. First of all, the chick meowed in the middle of sex. Literally meowed like a cat.
Shut the fuck up.
I bullshit you not. I can't make this shit up. If I wanted to, I bullshit you not. No. In the middle of sex, her orgasm, she was meowing like a cat. Okay. But somehow or another, my dumb ass was like, oh, that was cute, I think. You know what I'm saying? I let that shit blow off. So we up till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I dozed off. It's another stupid fucking mistake on my fucking part. I'll get up. I'm like, she's like, do you want to take a shower before you leave? I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Let me go take a shower. So I go jump in the shower. She comes and gets in the shower with me. I'm like, all right, this is cute. Whatever. In the shower, this chick goes, so do you love me? I'm like, bitch, I just met you. So, love you? What do you mean? And she's like, you don't love me? We're not together? I'm like, we're together in the shower. That's as far as that shit goes. Like, I don't even know who you are. I don't even know your last name, shorty. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
And I get out the shower, you know what I'm saying? I go throw on my clothes. I'm soaking wet. I ain't dry off for nothing. I go throw my damn clothes on. I'm like, yo, this chick is crazy. I'm making sure that my gun is still in my shoe. I'm like, yo, this chick is crazy.
Yeah.
And she's like, you just led me the fuck on and you told me you cared about me. I was like, I never said that to you. Never.
Yeah.
And she was wilding out. I am telling you, I am soaking wet. It was fall, so it wasn't super cold, but it was cold the fuck enough that if you walk out the house soaking wet, you gonna feel that shit.
Yeah.
I gave less than a fuck. I was like, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. But in her mind, the night before, not even the night before, hell, a few hours before, we entered into a relationship. And she would, now this is before you can block people's phone, like people's phone numbers directly from your phone. Like she was blowing my cell phone up. I had to call my cell phone company and have them block her number from my line.
Oh shit.
Because I was like, this chick is,
that's crazy.
She thought if we had sex, Now, mind you, I met her at about fucking midnight, right before the club was getting ready to close. Linked up with her about 2 in the morning. We was intimate till about 4 in the morning. And somehow or another, between 12 midnight and 5 o'clock in the morning, we were in a relationship and we were in love. I should have fucking, when she me out, I should have got the fuck up and left. That should have been my fucking key. Like,
shut up, Don.
Nigga, go home now. But I was like, yo, this is crazy. And my boys would not, they was like, nah, you bullshit. Like, you told her you loved her, some shit like that. I was like, yeah, I didn't fucking know her. Why the fuck would I say I love you?
Yeah.
That chick was fucking batshit crazy.
That's crazy as shit.
Batshit crazy.
Yeah, that is like to like not even know someone talking about, do you love me? Like what? Like
tears coming down her eyes in the fucking shower.
Crying?
Yes.
No, Dawn. You had a psychopath.
Straight psychopath.
What?
Fearful for my fucking life. I
would have too.
I mean, she is like, I'm getting dressed, I'm throwing on my clothes, and she's like, you're supposed to love me. You know what I'm saying? We had sex. That means we love each other. And I'm like, bitch, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are really lost it.
Yeah, that's insane. That's
but
insane.
So, like you said, you know what I'm saying? Guys will initiate intercourse, but not knowing that for some women, that sexual connection is a relationship.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm probably a little bit delusional, just a little bit, but I'm not like delusional like that. Like, you know, because I look at it like, number one, I wouldn't just be having sex with somebody if I ain't really like them or know them. Like, you know, and then at the same time, though, I look at like, first of all, like I said, somebody made it clear that like, oh, I like you, and it's like, you know, you saying stuff, then it's like, okay, I'm going off of that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody was like, well, I don't like you, or this, if a man has never said this to me, but if a man ever said, oh, this is just sex, you know what I'm saying? I would take that for what the fuck it is, and I wouldn't have sex with his ass because I'm just not that type of girl, you know. But I feel like, all right, boom. But it's like, all right, if we have sex, and especially if we have unprotected sex, I feel like, yeah, you're mine. Like, I low-key feel like you're mine, even though I know that like we technically not in a relationship unless like we both make that clear. But it's like low-key, like, don't fucking play with me because you mine.
My skin touched your skin, motherfucker. We in a motherfucking relationship.
I'm not really delusional to be like, we're together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not delusional to where it's like, I say that because I feel like, and I'm gonna be honest, which I have been honest before, I feel like low-key I'm a little possessive. So it's just like I don't like to share. Like, you know, so yeah, like that's in my mind, low-key, like you're mine, but I'm not like literally like, you know, like trying to dictate your life or like act like we really in a relationship. I'm not like, you know, I'm not doing none of that, you know. And like I said, if it was ever like, oh, I don't want nothing serious, I would take it for exactly what the fuck it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I look at it like, and especially when unprotected sex, and I said this on here before, I feel like that is serious. Like, you know, and I'm not even talking about like, oh, you could get pregnant wise, but it's just like, bitch, we both trusting each other with our fucking bodies. Like, you know, like openly, like, you know. So I feel like it's risky, it's dangerous, like, you know. So I just feel like you don't do that with just anybody, like, you know. I don't know. So yeah, I feel like I would be, but it's like I'm not delusional to the point where I'd be like, do you love me? Like we're in a relationship? Like, no. Like in my mind, I wouldn't even think that we're in a relationship. I'm just like, you're mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Would I like to be maybe make it a relationship? Okay, eventually, yeah, cool. But I'm not in my mind like, oh, we're in a relationship. I'm going through your phone. I'm not doing none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just look at it like, yeah, if we swapping fluids and it's unprotected, you're mine. You better not be. And if this is like something we're doing, you're not gonna do that with nobody else, you know. And that's the one thing though I do feel like. But if it was like some one night stand like you was explaining, I can understand that. Like, if you don't know this person at all, and it was like obvious, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all never even had no conversation, nothing like that. Okay, cool, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I
Like there
feel
was
like
a time when
I feel like if a woman, this person, how I feel. I feel like if a woman, say a woman dealing with a dude, say even if it's a woman that been dealing with a dude for a minute, right? And maybe it's not a title on it. And maybe y'all just maybe the reason why it's not a title, maybe y'all just didn't have that conversation. I don't know, right? But I feel like if y'all are having unprotected sex, I feel like as the woman, I feel like you, in a sense, I feel like you do have the right to question him on if he's fucking anybody else. That's about it.
yeah,
Like, if y'all
yeah,
not in a relationship, no. Technically, can you question him? No. But can you question, is he having sex with anybody else? Yes.
you
Like, even if
should.
he was fucking wrapping it up, because it's like, how you know this nigga ain't having oral sex? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're kissing him and all other types of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I look at it like, when it comes down to having unprotected sex, regardless if y'all in a relationship or not, and it's a thing that y'all are doing, but y'all just haven't established like what it is, I feel like you do have the right to question that person if they're doing that part with anybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you should.
But if you technically not in a relationship, you can't technically question, where was you at last night? Why you ain't answer my phone call at this time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, relationship type shit. Like, you know, so yeah, that's
Like,
a little insane. So that's why I say I'm a little, but I'm not delusional for real. It's just I'm just possessive, like, you know. But I feel like I would never do that if someone didn't indicate that, like, that's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like, oh, we just having fun. Oh, then bitch, we ain't having no fun. Like, you know, you ain't fun with me.
right.
But yeah, I wouldn't like. I wouldn't have a man be like, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship, and me carry it on and try to convince myself, like, well, maybe if I cook for him, he'll want to be in a relationship with me. Like, or if I fuck him good, maybe he'll want to be in a relationship with me. Like, I wouldn't be delusional and, you know, and take like someone straight up saying, like, I don't fuck with you, and like feeling like I can persuade them to fuck with me now, you know?
Like we paint the picture that we want. we and that's the picture that we see. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
um, yeah. And I've been that dude who would tell women I loved them and I didn't. That was the
Oh,
way
you a
back when.
petty
That was when I was,
motherfucker.
yeah, I was young as fuck then. And it didn't take until I finally realized that those words meant some shit. Is like there was a time when it was just like, fuck it, yeah, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm
So
saying?
you would just say it to get what you wanted?
Hell yeah, yeah, yeah. I told you I used to be a piece of
The
shit,
fact
Bridge.
that y'all not even mad at me, like, yeah, fuck yeah, I need that BBS pussy that night. Shit.
Shit. I'm trying to get these skins real quick. Don't say, yeah, yeah. I love you. Yeah, we'll probably be together one day. Don't say
No.
like, but
Men ain't shit, man. Women ain't shit neither, because you got women doing that on the opposite end just to get whatever she want out the man.
yeah. Women started that shit. Women, y'all
Yeah.
started that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Give me some money type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah.
yeah, but we paint the picture that we want. Honestly, we Picasso the fucking prettiest picture in the world, and that shit ain't even on a canvas. That shit it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Oh shoot, sorry.
But and we had another topic for y'all.
Oh, shit.
But here's what y'all gonna have to do. Y'all got to tune in 2 fucking weeks.
I know.
And y'all get the damn topic. How about that?
I'm sorry, my lifetime story took too fucking long, y'all. I didn't get to tell y'all the last topic, but
yo,
this is me being vulnerable with y'all.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks, y'all. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Next week, we're off air. My co-host is celebrating her birthday, so yeah. Y'all got to wait till after her birthday. So y'all just go to our page, and I need everybody to wish her happy birthday next week. I ain't even gonna tell y'all what date it is because y'all must be stalking on shit. So just all next week from Monday through Friday, just go to the Love Sex Society Instagram page and just post happy birthday, Bridge. One of y'all eventually hit the right day. Y'all fucking stalkers.
You stupid.
But we'll be back in 2 weeks with more.
I know you ain't talking because you probably got old girl from the shower talking about, I was supposed to be your wife, Dawn.
Fucking really, yo. Really. I'm scared now. Fuck that shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
I ain't even think about that shit. I'm sure she found me on social media.
Yeah, she probably sent back punching the air.
She probably got pictures of my fucking pictures up throwing darts at my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be my fucking husband. You fell in love with me. Fucking crazy, yo. Fucking crazy. Now y'all see why we co-host, because we both have crazy ass fucking lives, yo.
Yep.
2 weeks, come back. We got more shit, more comedy. We can't get more crazy than this show, so
yeah,
y'all might have to deal with some sane shit in 2 weeks.
Yep.
But until then, Bridge, enjoy your birthday.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Make sure y'all come back. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely share this show with your friends because they won't believe it if you don't. So share it with them. And we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. We love y'all. Be easy.
Love y'all. This is Love, Sex, and Society with Bridget and Dawn. Please like, subscribe, and share.